Hey everyone, Rogue Gold here, and today the fixes are here. We shortly ago got confirmation that TU 16.2 for the Division 2 is coming tomorrow alongside the new apparel event that is dropping for Season 10. As you can see right here, the servers will shut down for a scheduled maintenance to deploy TU 16.2 on Tuesday the 18th at the following times. Estimated downtime is 3 hours, patch notes to follow. Now I waited a little bit because I was trying to see if by to follow they meant the patch notes were going to come out rather soon. I think that it's more likely that they're just going to drop them overnight or once the maintenance is done, like they do, I don't know, about like half the time. So we probably won't know until tomorrow what the exact changes are going to be, at least from the patch notes. But what I want to do in this video is take a look at the known issues board, look at the things that are confirmed to be coming with TU 16.2, and then talk about some of the other things that haven't been updated yet that might make their way into the patch notes that I hope and think could actually also be included with TU 16.2 as well, and just give you all a general overview of what to expect tomorrow alongside that new apparel event. So let's just get straight into it and jump on over to the known issues board. So the first thing I just want to point out is that, like I was just saying, I think there's a chance that there are some more things that are listed on here that could actually make it into the update. Because if you look at the log here, this hasn't been updated since October 5th. So I think there's a good chance that overnight they could modify this and update it to include all the things that are going to make their way into the patch notes. But again, we probably won't know the full details of that until tomorrow, until the update is already out. So this is just a bit of a sneak preview. So let's take a look at the things that we know for sure in the fix ready category that are going to come with tomorrow's update. The first is that they are fixing the issue where exotic components were not dropping from control point caches like was intended to be the case from the beginning of TU 16. This was something that a lot of people had mentioned to me or asked me about, and to my knowledge, I thought that it was working, and I still think there were some weird specific cases where people were getting them from that, but on a grand scale, the exotic components were not dropping from the control point caches as intended, and so this is, as you can see right here, the fix is ready for TU 16.2, so that will be fully fixed going into tomorrow. The next thing is that they are fixing the league timer for Manning National Zoo, because as it was shown in the most recent league here, it was I think the quickest time was an hour, and that obviously was not intended. So the fix is ready for TU 16.2. This won't really go into effect because this won't be part of any current league or probably even future ones for the rest of this season, but whenever this does come back into rotation for a future league in a future season, that should be all fixed up. And then lastly, they are fixing the the issue where the busy little bee damage is applied to skills. I know some people were taking advantage of that, and a while ago on the known issues board here, it said in the description, like, enjoy it while you can. So clearly that was not the intended purpose, as you can read from the talent description on the exotic, and they're going to be fixing that with tomorrow's update. So those are the only three things that are currently in the fix ready category, but again, this hasn't been updated since October 5th, and I think there's a good chance that a good number of other things are also making their way into this TU 16.2 update. The two that I really want to talk about here are the Closer and Uzina Jetica chess pieces missing their attribute roles. If you don't know kind of the history here with TU 16, there was an issue where these two types of chess pieces got one of their attributes just removed. It was gone. There was just one attribute role. In TU 16.1, they meant to restore those attributes, but then it ended up being the wrong role from what people had originally. So as far as I know, and you can read right here, the update they gave was the TU 16.1 fix was supposed to give back the same attributes players had before TU 16 launched and applied random attributes instead. The issue is under investigation. From my knowledge, their plan is to restore these chess pieces with the proper roles. Now, whether that is going to make it into TU 16.2 or perhaps 0.3 or a future patch, I do not know, but I think out of a lot of the things on their plate right now, this is one of the more likely ones to make it into tomorrow's update. And so, whether it's tomorrow or in the future, you should get back your original role that you lost on those two types of chess pieces, and I'm sure a lot of players will be happy to hear that. The other one that I think and hope is going to make it into tomorrow's is, on here, the shrapnel trap not getting properly fixed. The deal here was that they meant to originally reduce its efficacy in PvP with TU 16. That didn't make it until TU 16.1. It was one of those changes that didn't make the first draft because of how early that went in to get verified by Microsoft and Sony. And so you can see when that happened, though, when it went into TU 16.1, it didn't actually do anything. They said, we are aware that the changes done to the shrapnel trap in TU 16.1 have not changed its effectiveness in PvP. This issue is under investigation. So again, no word on here that this is coming into TU 16.2, the proper fix for it, but it's one of those things that, again, because they had a fix ready and it didn't like work at all. I would hope that maybe there was just an issue with it and they can apply that same one. I don't know how any of it works, but I hope that this is making it into TU 16.2. And again, out of all the ones on these lists, I think it's one of the more likely ones that we'll see in tomorrow's update. Other than that, folks, I'm not 100% sure what is going to be waiting for us in TU 16.2. There's a chance that they implement some of these Summit XP changes that they said they want to do a greater rework to allow players to be better rewarded for their time after nerfing floor 10. Maybe that's in tomorrow's update. Maybe they're going to fix some of this stuff with the DZ targeted loot. Well, they maybe not this one because they crossed out TU 16.2. Point is, until we get the patch notes or until they update the known issues board, we won't know for sure the full extent of the fixes that are coming with TU 16.2. But given that the whole last week was almost complete silence on the matter, I have a feeling we're going to get a good amount of things here. Maybe even stuff that wasn't even listed on the known issues board to begin with, stuff we weren't aware of, stuff we were aware of. Who knows? Point is, we have fixes coming tomorrow alongside the apparel event, and hopefully it's done right this time. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on to be updated every time I upload. Let me know your thoughts on the news that TU 16.2 is launching tomorrow alongside the apparel event. What do you think about these fixes that we know are confirmed to be coming in the update? What else do you hope makes it in there? Certainly, I think there's a lot of things that people are wanting changed right now, and so I hope that as much of that can get fixed and resolved as possible, but we'll see. I will be streaming the new update and the apparel event tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, so if you want to see and check out what is in the new update, you can tune in and we will go over everything there and just check out the new apparel and all of that. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, everybody, you can also keep an eye on my Twitter in case they do release the patch notes before the maintenance is done overnight. I will retweet those so you can check it out for yourself and get the latest updates on all of that. So the link to my Twitter will be in the description if you want to check that out. And again, tune into the stream tomorrow. And that's all I have for now, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until the next one, guys, Rogue Gold out.